Before I speak, I want to mention that Yakira spoke beautifully. Outshine, her father, and my son Arel spoke beautifully also in New York, and outshine me. It is very difficult to stand up here and talk about my father-in-law, Gdalya ben Yishaya Alav Shalom, Jerry Pinsky, on behalf of Barbara and me. In Achrei Mot, I'm going to say Mot because I'm in Israel, we read about the Avodat Yom HaKippurim. The Kohen Gadol takes 2 seirim, 2 goats, essentially twins for the service. One of Jerry's favorite Torah commentarists was Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, who notes that the twin goats reflect Yaakov and Esav and their different approaches. Esav is emotional and reactive, Yaakov more thoughtful and deliberate. It is a struggle we all go through in life, balancing these 2 aspects, and thus appropriate for Yom Kippur. But we need both emotions and thoughtfulness. Jerry Pinsky is the only man I know who used his emotions for love and kindness, but never for anger and regret. And he used his intellect for Torah and Masim Tovim. He showed that love to me when I asked him for Barbara's hand more than 35 years ago, welcoming me into the family immediately, something he reinforced Motzei Shabbat in the ICU, telling me I was like a son, like Morris. He buried a young wife, 2 children, and grieved with dignity and grace that I can't even imagine. But his love for family did not transfer to despair, but to joy, when Barbara and I had Zahava, Talia, and Arel. In addition, he experienced even more happiness in seeing B'nai Bani, great-grandchildren, Gabby, Liel, Ava, and Adina. He was always there for us in the family. When Talia fell on the playground and needed stitches, Barbara called him and he rushed right over, drove them to the plastic surgeon. He told Zahava again on Saturday night how excited he was with her too. She was the first to make him a grandfather, brightening his life again after losing Linda and burying her on May 8th, 34 years ago today. He told us in the hospital actually that he wanted to be buried on the same day. And Zahava was also the first to make him a proud great-grandfather. He was thrilled with the opportunity to teach Arel to Lane at his bar mitzvah, planning each lesson meticulously, and both he and his grandson did their jobs extremely well. And dancing at his granddaughter's weddings might have been one of the greatest recent highlights of his life, along with marrying Ginny. I'm saddened by the knowledge that he won't be with us physically at future family smachot. Spending this past Pesach with him was a zchut, but not spending with him again will be painful. And the same for Shavuot, Rosh Hashanah, Purim, etc. Who will I daven next to in Yom Kippur? Jerry did things still a height, quietly and impactfully. As you've heard, I've never heard him raise his voice. He would always be willing to give good advice, but only if asked. He never pushed. That was Ginny's role. He was always loving, even if he felt the need to criticize, but again, only if asked. He demonstrated integrity and humility, never preaching or judging others, but he always knew the right thing to do, which were lessons we tried to learn from him. Dad, we love you and probably did not show our appreciation for all you did for us and did not thank you enough for those favors, big and small. You were an outstanding father, even though you didn't have enough years with your kids. Your focus on caring did not stop with your family. You helped found Petach and Kulana for children with disabilities. Even after your diagnosis 4.5 years ago, you spent significant time visiting sick people in their homes or hospital rooms, expending great energy to comfort others. Jerry, you lived each day to the fullest, even when you were sick, because you understood how precious life is. You loved Yahadut and Eretz Yisrael. You looked forward to learning with your cousin Avadia, plus you were a Kovei Itim daily. Even in the hospital, when you were weak, you wanted to make sure to count the Yomer. And probably one of my most poignant memories was on Sunday when we were singing with him Mizmor LeDavid. Dad, you so much enjoyed spending time in Yerushalayim, where we are now here until Mashiach comes and we see you again. May the Baal Harachamim Yasireu B'Sezer Knafav L'Olamim.
Amen.